Welcome back. You're still watching Your Story. A 34-year-old arrested in connection with the Pringle Bay fires has briefly appeared at in a Cape Town court this afternoon. Our reporter Vanessa Poonah has been following the story.
A 34-year-old suspect arrested in connection with the vegetation fire which has ripped through the Overstrand district, Pringle Bay, Petties Bay, over the past 7 days has appeared briefly here in the Culloden Magistrates Court behind me. The suspect has been remanded in custody and will appear again in court on the 14th of January, that's 7 days. The State Prosecutor Harold Engelbrecht requested the 7-day postponement for a full charge sheet to be completed, as well as to determine in which forum the bail application will be heard. Now, counsel for the suspect has indicated that they do not oppose the 7-day postponement, but did indicate that it would indeed bring a bail application come next week. In the meantime, authorities are still busy damping down and mopping up operations after the massive vegetation fire which broke out in the Pringle Bay area on New Year's Day, allegedly set off by a flare by this suspect that has now appeared in court behind me. And of course, early on, speaking to Cape Town Fire and Rescue Services, Theo Lane, saying that about 60% of the fire has now been contained, that at this moment in time the fire is burning high up in the mountains at the moment, inaccessible to ground crew, saying that there are 120 firefighters on site, along with 14 firefighting vehicles and also 3 helicopters which will be deployed as and when necessary. And at this point in time, the focus is, of course, the Kogelberg Nature Reserve. We know that that resort was evacuated yesterday as a precaution, and Mr. Theo Lane saying that at this point they are monitoring that situation because of the extensive damage in that area, and a fire crew will remain working not just throughout the day, but of course in the coming days with mopping up operations and also to put out the embers and the flames still burning high up in the mountains. And I can tell you that the R44, that's of course the road between Gordons Bay and Royals, remains closed to traffic at this stage, and we'll keep a close watch on how firefighters manage to extinguish this blaze in the coming days.
A 24